Yikes! Bugs are here. Bugs are there. Miss Spider has friends everywhere. Today, scholars, we're going to be reading a wonderful book called Miss Spider's Tea Party by David Kirk. Look at Miss Spider. She's having a tea party, and so are we. Today, I have all the insects with me. After we read Miss Spider's Tea Party, we're going to learn how to research animals and insects by using our digital resources. Yes, boys and girls, you will have lots of fun today reading and researching with Miss Eaglin. Bye for now and have a wonderful time. Miss Spider's Tea Party by David Kirk. One lonely spider sipped her tea while gazing in the sky. She watched the insects on the leaves and many flying by. If I had friends like these, she sighed, who'd stay a while with me? I'd sit them down on the silken chairs and serve them cakes and tea. Two timid beetles, Ike and May, crept from the woodwork that same day. But when Miss Spider begged, please stay, they shrieked, oh no, and dashed away. Boys and girls, I know you know by now that this is going to be a rhyming book full of insects. Three fireflies flew inside that night. Their spirits high, their tails are right. They spied the web and squeaked in fear. We'd better get away from here. The little trio did not feel they'd care to be a spider's meal. Four bumblebees buzzed by outside. Please come to tea, Miss Spider cried. The four ignored her swaying there. She'd waved a tea towel in the air. She took a cup and tapped the glass. Then one bee spoke to her at last. We would be fools to take our tea with anyone so spidery. Why do you think that they are afraid to have tea with Miss Spider? Within the shadows of the room, just peeking from behind a broom, five grinning faces bobbed and peered. Miss Spider smiled, her heart was cheered. Descending from a closer look, she danced into the gloomy nook, but sadly found those jolly mugs belong at last to rubber bugs. Some ants strode in, they numbered six, but ants with spiders will not mix. She brewed them tea from hips of roses. The proud platoon turned up their noses. A fine bouquet concealed its prize of seven dainty butterflies. Miss Spider, watching from the wall, was not aware of them at all. The tea table was set for eight, with saucers, cups, and a silver plate. The cakes were fresh, the service gleamed, yet no one would arrive, it seemed. Her company, in no demand, left for a cup for every hand. Miss Spider can't find a friend at all. Nine spotted mouth, kept safe and warm. In shelter from a thunderstorm, they stood beneath an open sash and watched the jagged lightning ash. Miss Spider dropped down on a thread, a silver tray above her head. She'd hoped to please them, but instead guys are dreading for their lives. "They've left me all alone," she cried. She dabbed her eyes and sadly sighed. "It's plain no buds will ever stay." Her tears splashed down upon her tray. 10 tiny steaming cups of tea were perched atop her trembling knee. She sipped and sobbed, then heard a cough and turned to see a small wet moth, a fragile little thing she soaked by rain, his wings too damp to fly again. She smiled and took a checkered cloth to cloak the frail and thankful moth. They talked and snacked on tea and pie until his tiny wings were dry. Then, lifting him with tender care, she tossed him gently in the air. The moth told Ike, then Ike told May, who went from bug to bug to say, "There is no reason for alarm. She's never meant us any harm." So later on that afternoon, assembled in the dining room, 11 insects came to tea to share with Miss Spider's courtesy. 12 tender violets in a vase, presented at Miss Spider's place. Set by her chair so neatly spun, she munched the blossoms one by one. Her friends were glad to watch her feast upon the floral centerpiece. It was a great relief to see she ate just flowers and drank just tea. Miss Spider's reputation grew, but too long our hostess knew. Each bug who crawled or hoped or hopped or flew, and all their lovely children too. Look at Miss Spider and all her friends. Boys and girls, do you see all these insects? We're going to take some time to read and research these insects today, and I'm going to show you how you can do that using our Houston ISD digital resources. Yes, boys and girls, we're going to have fun reading and researching bugs. Bye for now. We'll see you soon. Let's explore and learn more. Well, scholars, here we are. Research with me to get the tea. Today we're looking at our digital resources. Once you have logged in, you will go to your digital resources, which will be Clever, Houston ISD, and you should see your name at the top. That will let you know that you have logged in correctly. What we're going to do today is look for World Book Online. Let's go there now. World Book Online is located right here. I have it under my favorites because I've clicked the heart already to let everyone know that I enjoy reading World Book. We're going to click on World Book. Once we have clicked on World Book, we will allow it to open. Now, if you look carefully, you'll see there are different areas here we can explore. We have early learning, we have kids, we have student, and it goes on to advance. Also, there are ebooks, there are activities, discover, dramatic, and other activities we can use. But today, we're going to be researching. That means we're going to be finding more about the insects that we saw in the book today, Miss Spider's Tea Party. So just briefly, guys and girls, we're going to go and click on Kids. Once you have clicked on Kids, you will allow it to load. You will see the snail moving, letting you know that it's loading. If you look down here at the bottom, you'll see pictures and videos, world of animals, activities, maps, and more, games, important people, compare places, science projects, and dictionary. But what we're going to do is put the first animal's name that we saw in our story today, and that animal would be a beetle. We're going to call it an insect, though. Beetle. B-E-E-T-L-E. Yes, beetle. And we're going to click here to search. It has loaded up now, and there's information here. The first one we see, it has beetle here. It has articles and 29 items. Now, beetles are among the most common insects. So some of the insects that you already know will be called beetles. Well, let's click on it and see what we can find. Once we open up, we see that there are articles, standards for school, pictures, videos, and more information. If we want to hear what they're saying about beetles, we would just click here and allow them to read.
Beetles are among the most common insects. Scientists have described more than 300,000 kinds of beetles.
Okay, boys and girls, I'm sure you get the picture. So if you need help reading this article, you will continue to read. But there are so many things listed here. So you would need, in order to work on a world book, you would need a world book online. That means that you're going to go get your laptop, your computer, or your iPad, tablet, or what have you, and you're going to log in. But before you do anything in the form of research, you will need pencil and paper because you want to write down some special information about what you're looking for. Now, there are tools that are located here, and the tools allow you to save, to share, to print, to write citations, to translate this text if you need it in another language, and then read aloud settings. So there are some tools that will help you. Now we're going to end this session here today, and then we'll pick up later on our research project. Research with me to get the tea. I'm glad you joined us for tea, Miss Spider and me. I hope that you have a good time learning how to read and research on your own. Please look below and click on the link to read more about Miss Spider and about our digital resources. Have a great day, scholars. Make it a wonderful day, a wonderful week, celebrating all week long and making sure that you're remembering to do exactly what you're supposed to do every day for Spirit Day. Bye for now and see you tomorrow with your crazy hair. Bye bye.